Let's start. Can you briefly tell me about yourself?
Myself, Srinivas Reddy. I'm working as a digital marketing executive with the 2 years of experience, majorly into the SEO, social media marketing, email marketing, and paid media campaigns, both Google and Meta as well.
No worries. Let's try another one. Can you describe a time when you had to work with a difficult colleague and how you handled the situation?
Yeah, I faced this situation while cross collaborating with my collabs with the developer team. So one of the situation I faced while trying to explain the technical things, which is I faced because of the other person who doesn't know about the digital marketing, and I am no aware of about the coding part as well. So while collaborating with the other team as well, like I faced many situations that technical because I need to explain the technicalities of SEO, and he has to implement all this in the code as well. So this is where I handled a difficulty, but then I what I did is like I break down my points and I explained to him clearly what I want exactly. To So I collaborated with him, joining in the meeting sessions to explain the things. So this is how I collaborated with the person and explained my points clearly according to the needs.
Valuable insights. Thanks for elaborating. Tell me about a time you had to adapt to a significant change in the workplace.
The significant change while doing uh, so we I had a this situation like our entire website got migrated from one domain to another domain. So the challenge I faced, like, and I need to scratch from everything from I need to start from everything from the scratch, to the competitor analysis and then again the keyword research. So while migrating the website, like, we of course we do backup, but I faced some major issues like losing the page rankings. So where I need to start again the ranking. So I developed my one of my strategies again to develop to rank the pages again to bring back on their original position. So this is how I managed everything like according to the previous plan. So I implemented the plan for this time as well. So this is how I success to bring back that ranking again in Google.
Solid answer. That makes sense. We are now moving to the resume validation round. Your resume mentions experience with SEMrush and Ahrefs. Can you describe how you've used these tools to improve SEO performance?
Yeah, well, coming to the SEMrush, mostly I use SEMrush to analyze the competitors and the keywords as well. So, what I did like to improve SEO performance, like I most of the time I used to evaluate the backlinks performances, like whether it is it's a good backlink or it will into the spammy backlink. So I used to evaluate while using the SEMrush tool. Uh, so based on that, like I prepare a file based on the SEMrush report, and I'll try to eliminate the spammy backlinks and of course the keywords part. Like I used to analyze the competitors closely with the SEMrush tool to identify the keyword gaps and the content gaps as well. And I used Ahrefs as well for the keyword relevance and the intent. So based on these tools, like I have mostly used for the keyword research, competitor analysis, and the site performance, overall site performance, whether is our site is listing on the LLM platforms or not. So this is the various tasks I've been involved while using these tools.
Great explanation. Thank you for sharing. Can you walk me through your experience with Google Analytics 4 GA4?
Yeah. For coming to the Google Analytics Pro, like I've been whatever the tracking or the website visitors or traffic coming, I used to work. I used to track down the data on Google Analytics Pro. In that, like, I used to find like where the audience coming from which country or which state or which device they are using, or what page exactly are ranking, what are our page current rankings, and what are our keyword rankings. And I used to gather all the data from the Google Analytics, and it is very it's like a major helpful tool to analyze everything to the website. Like while doing the paid campaigns as well, like I used to track where the users coming from, paid or organic. So based on Google Analytics, but I used to do. reporting and auditing as well.
Good explanation. I appreciate your insight. Can you describe your experience with CRM systems like Go High Level or similar?
Uh, I haven't got a chance to work on Go High Level, but I worked on HubSpot. So HubSpot we regularly use to to capture the leads that are coming to our website. So after connecting the HubSpot, so I connected my website to HubSpot. So then we used tools for email marketing. Then we used to get the data as well, not just any other platforms like CR like HubSpot as well. So based on that, like I set up the priority of the lead, whether it is a MQL lead or a SQL lead. Based on that, like I used to sending a particular salesperson to about to inquiry or follow up the lead. So this is how I used HubSpot.
That's helpful. Thank you for the explanation. Can you tell me about your experience with email marketing tools like Instantly?
The email marketing tools, the majorly have been uh, I've been used like two tools. One is Zoom Info and one is Outreach. So these are the major tools I have been worked in my organization, and these are the tools that I've been used for the data scraping, and I used to collect data from the website and LinkedIn as well. And apart from this, like I used a tool called Mailchimp. Mailchimp is a better free useful tool, and I have been done the automation part as well for the email marketing campaign. And yeah, these are the major three tools I have been involved while doing email marketing.
Valuable context. I appreciate the details. Tell me about your experience with marketing automation platforms such as
I haven't used N8N yet, but as I previously mentioned, I have only used the Mailchimp marketing tool as well for the automation purpose. But I'm ready to learn for the N8N as well.
understood. Thanks for clarifying that point. Can you elaborate on your experience with LinkedIn automation tools like BotDog or Phantom Buster?
Uh, like I haven't got chance to work on this LinkedIn automation yet, because our major priority work would be to the working on a manual way. So I haven't worked on the tunnel LinkedIn automation yet, but I'm still ready to learn and grow in that. Uh, yes.
Okay, I understand your position. Tell me about your experience with data scraping tools like Apollo or Apify.
Yes, I got a chance to work on for Apollo.ai for the project. So this is where I got this data scrapping, like identifying the customers. So what we did is like I grabbed the data based on the location, particular location. So based on the location coordinates of our business, majorly working in our US location area. For that area, I've been use the strategy to identify the lead using the location coordinates. So using that strategy, I and I collected the data as well, like using Apollo.
That's very useful context. Thanks. We are now moving to the JD Fitment roll round. How would you approach creating content for different social media platforms, considering the B2B SaaS context?
Well, coming to the social media, for majorly the B2B SaaS content, majorly works on LinkedIn, because of the potential clients or customers will come from the LinkedIn, because of the LinkedIn platform where most of the professionals will they'll use regularly. For the content coming well, like use like we need to gain the trust of the client or customers, because we need to provide our company's product or service, our workflow. We need to post regularly content about our product or our employment, our the journey of our company, or the successful achievements or the events that we are attending. So these kind of content will work in LinkedIn to gain trust and build a brand authority in LinkedIn for the B2B SaaS content. And coming to the different social, like other platforms like Facebook or Instagram, we need to we need to just engage with the people in a that type of content, like people who are more likely to engage in a, it's not just we don't need it don't work in a way like if we provide just clearly about product, people will not see. We need to engage in a different way to engage our content, like for example, let's say for social media like memes, we can generate our B2B SaaS content through memes. In that way might be people will come and look our product. And also we need to collaborate it with the industry leaders or the experts, and just creating an events that people are might be interested to come and participate for B2B SaaS content. So the whole point is like for every, based on the required platform, we need to create a content according to the platform audience mindset. So for a LinkedIn, the audience mindset is different. For social media like Instagram and Facebook, the audience mindset is different. So based on the audience mindset, we need to create a content and we need to deliver our message accordingly.
Good insights. I see your approach. How would you use email marketing and automation to generate leads for a B2B SaaS product?
The automation process is like for so the thing is like first we need to, after doing all the campaigns or the awareness programs, like we got the data. So based on that, like what I did, like I have a structure. First we'll send welcoming emails to a particular customer who are just shown really interest or sign up or just come to the website. So we need to generate an email for them. For we need to set up an automation for like how, if a person A comes to our website and shows interest on our product, we need to send a welcoming mail. If the same person we need to follow up that person. So according to it, we need to create automation. If a person clicks on a welcoming mail, we need to send again an email to the second mail, like explaining our product or service to a mail after like 1 week or 2 weeks. If a person is not clicking the mail, we need to set up an automate, like we need to remind him about the first email, like welcoming mail. So based on that, like based on the user activity, we need to set up. We need to either continue with that customer or we need to eliminate in the middle of the funnel. So if the customer is processing our, I mean following the process, we need to continue him, like we need to send the mails like for every 2 weeks. So if the customer is not showing interest, we need to at least follow him for at least 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, whether it still is not converting or not showing an interest, we need to drop him from the funnel. So this is how I set up the email uh, automation for the based on the user journey. Yeah.
Great insight. I appreciate your perspective. How would you utilize data scraping tools like Apollo or Apify for lead generation in the B2B SaaS space?
So my categorize will be the what I take from the insights. Like I used to take first of all, I need to check whether it is a domain email or not, because most of the emails will get like it's like a mostly a duplicate domains or duplicate company emails we get. That is the time where we most of the time we lost our time. So I'll make sure check whether it is a company domain or not, email or not, and then I'll come with the based on the requirement he exactly what he is searching for, and I'll based on this I'll try to collect the mail number and the requirement and the company, whether what's the company he's working for or what's the requirement for his company. So based on that, like I collect the data for the B2B SaaS. So this is my exact approach. So I need to verify whether it is a fake one or a real one based on the domain and the mobile number and the requirement.
That's a helpful strategy. Thanks. We are now moving to the personality assessment round. How do you typically handle disagreements with coworkers or team members?
I'll try to explain the requirement or the urgency of the particular task what we are right now handling. So I'll try to explaining couple of times. Maybe sometimes the people won't agree, or they are not agree with the points. But we need to at least explain them again with the very simple manner. Or if we need to let him know that the urgency or a deadline of the product, or any particular requirement or changes or updates, we need to explain to according to clearly to the break by the points, not just explaining in, not just like throwing an entire thing on a mail and just waiting for the reaction. Not it not will not it not work like that. We need to talk him in a person, or at least we could just set up a call or a regular call. We need to discuss about the things during the calls, or meeting in person. So this is how I typically handle the disagreements, or the co-workers.
That's a great approach. I appreciate it. What motivates you most in a work environment?
Uh, uh, like for me, it's completely the result oriented. If I have to bring the result, that would be a very benefit for me and company as well. So the end of the day, my motivation is all about result oriented. So what are the responsibilities of the tasks that have been assigned? I need to bring the valuable results. That is the motivation in work, to move forward.
Valuable perspective. I appreciate your answer. How do you prioritize tasks when facing multiple deadlines?
Uh, Based on the nearest deadline, I started taking the works. If it is a task that is need to be finished in the upcoming 2 or 3 days, I'll prioritize. I'll try to take the task as first priority. So based on the deadlines and the priority I make, I'll try to order them in a order like from 1 to 2 or 1 to 5, like that, based on the priority. Like what is the nearest deadline. So according to that, I'll plan my tasks.
Good explanation. I appreciate it. Describe your preferred communication style in a team setting.
I mostly prefer to collaborate with the face to face, because in the face to face, I believe there can be more, explaining more about, and we can exchange the thoughts as well. But when it comes to virtual, I guess like most of the people will turn off the camera. I think or maybe they're doing some other work in background, so they're not pay that much attention. But when it comes to face, I guess people will pay more attention, and that helps us to exchange our ideas and for better result.
That's a helpful perspective. What kind of feedback do you find most valuable and why?
The kind of feedback I'll take most of the time. To be honest with you, I didn't expect positive feedback every time, because we used to get face negative feedback as well. So whatever the feedback that I've been getting, I respect that, and based on that, I'll try to work on it. Whether it is a positive thing or a negative thing, or whether it is an error or any issue that particularly that is very concerned. So I'll try to take it in a positive way, and the most of the feedback you know I'll try to make it with the open discussion, to exchange the ideas, so that can we I can work accordingly.